Mr. Nickel, I want to begin with you. Obviously, the issue of diversity of fuel sources has come up several times. Try to figure out how do we make sure that we have a diversity of fuel sources. So if we have a problem with one, we have availability in others. We've had a lot of conversation about wind and solar. Obviously, making those more resilient has been an issue. We can make this more resilient, but they're always going to be intermittent. There will be long periods of time, especially in the central part of the United States, where we'll have days without a lot of sun, and we'll have days that will have less wind, as they're experiencing right now across Europe and in UK, causing some of those issues there. So let's talk a little bit about diversity of fuel sources. What do we need? How do we know when we've overproduced or we're over-reliant on some sources that are more intermittent?
Well, thank you, Ranking Member Lankford, for that question. It's an important question, and I think the observation is very real and accurate. Diversity of resources is very helpful. None of us would invest in a single stock and plan on that stock to be our retirement plan. I think the same thing can be said of generating resources. The more diversity we have, the more we can count on being able to deal with any number of different events. This winter, we were able to count on all of our diverse resources: gas, coal, wind, hydro, nuclear. It all produced. And to some extent, a lot of it produced at a much lower degree than what we had hoped and expected based on our studies. That's the real issue. The real issue is not whether we need less diversity or more diversity. What we need is to be able to better understand how that diverse portfolio of resources is expected to operate during these varying conditions, whether it be wintertime conditions, summertime conditions, fall or spring.